Welcome to Bill Dance Saltwater. Great fun fishing that anyone can do. Yes, you can do this. You've probably heard the old phrase, you don't get old being stupid. And it's one that definitely applies to this week's show. The size of the snook that our host and his guide for today are catching would make you think old Father Time is surely on the side of these big lunkers. But catching these big girls, and they are all females since male snooks actually change sex as they mature, is really a specialized pursuit.
Fish on, guys, fish on!
Bill's go-to guide in this part of East Central Florida is none other than his friend, Captain Peter Deeks of Native Sons Fishing Charters. And since this stretch of the Indian River they're fishing has been Peter's home for his entire life, it's no wonder he's able to easily locate and put us on these age-old fish. The scenic Indian River, a 121-mile-long brackish body of water, is a part of the famous Indian River Lagoon system, which averages about 4 feet deep and is home to many types of saltwater fish, including what is known as the Big Three: huge speckled trout, big redfish, and the jumbo snook that we're after today. So, climb aboard our Mako as we search for these old snook and get ready for some of the best fights of your life.
Is it wide open yet? Uh-oh, you got your head backwards. Hang on, we're going fast now. Oh! That big Mercury motor's wide open. Here we go. Hang on. I better turn my head around. Hang on.
Hey, Bill, that snook's moving right there towards your bait.
I see him.
He's got to be close. He's got to be real close to your bait.
I see him. He's got it.
He's got it? Get him hard. Harder.
There it goes. Look at him way out there in the water.
Yeah, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Going all the way around. Oh, boy, you said jump. Turning back. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, just standing here and all watching you fight that fish.
If you'll just turn back to the right just a little bit. I got him turned.
Nice. Should I scoop him up when he does a drive-by?
Yeah, when he does the drive-by. Yeah. I'll tell you what, he's going to be speeding.
Do you want me to wait after him?
Might have to.
Can
Because I know what he's going to do. He's going to put it
I can if you want.
He's going to put it in gear right here. Look at him out there. I can turn him back.
All right. Only for you, Bill.
He's going back. Trying to turn him again. I'm going to tell you what, you're the special kind of guy.
Yeah. Keep him coming.
Look at you. What a guy. What a guy. Look at you.
You're taking so long, we ain't got all day.
Hey, look at you. Pull him around.
Yeah.
Look at you.
That's a big one, Bill.
Look at you. Woo!
Yeah.
Boy, look at the size of that. You are the man.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the size of that snook. Oh my goodness.
They just don't get a whole lot bigger than that guy.
Isn't that gorgeous? Whoa!
Let's put him back in the water.
Okay.
It's really neat when you get to catch them in this clear water and the shallow flats and that light rod. It's a whole different experience.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Quantum Rods and Reels, outsmart, outfish, outlast. And Mercury Marine, go boldly. Today's Conditions Log is brought to you in part by Fish Defunk. It keeps your hands scent-free and clean, so fish can't smell you. Use Fish Defunk unscented while fishing and Fish Defunk scented after fishing to remove all odors.
That's what makes you such a good fisherman. When you told me to reel in and throw back over there,
Yeah.
and just keep that bait there, I would have probably reeled in and thrown back a couple of times and probably tried to scout that area. But just left that bait sitting there. That's what.
They're just, the big fish are so sensitive. It's a chance. You know, if you put your bait right on his nose, he's swim away from it. He won't eat it. But if you just hope that it gets in the right spot and it's out there already, they'll eat it. Those fish are used to people trying to catch them. So just throw it out there and hope for the best.
You got a knack and a technique and a unique way of going about catching these big snook. And I mean, we've caught some big snook over the last several years.
You're doing a good job of buttering me up.
That's why I'm doing it. I'm gonna catch another one. But it's your turn now.
All right, bring it on. Keep your rod tip down.
Down. I'm down.
Okay. Did he eat it or run from it? He ate it.
There he is. He's on.
Fish on, guys. Fish on.
Woo! I'm coming out from under you.
Get ready to pick the power pole up, Bill.
I'm way out there. Hold it. I may be in you.
You okay? Did you see that hit?
I did. You saw him. You threw to him. That's neat.
That's so cool.
Woo! Where's he out there?
Down to the backing.
You want me to crank up?
Nah, we'll just keep it strong on this troll motor. I think it's okay.
What we're using medium heavy, 7'6" smoke rods with 30 size. These are the 30s, aren't they? Yeah, 30 size smoke inshore reels. And we got them spooled with strands, 30-pound braid. And we're using 7/0 octopus gamakatsu hooks. And what's that leader line?
This is 40 pound.
40 pound.
4 carbon.
How much line you got back?
A lot. He's right here on the edge of the bar. If you want to get that net ready. There she is, Bill. Ooh. Coming right at you. Get him, Bill! Get him! I'm kidding. Woo! What a snook! Come back to me. Comes for you.
Whoa, look at this snook. Woo, that's a whoa, that's a pretty fish.
Listen, when Bill Dance gets in the water to net your giant snook, it's about as good a day as you're ever gonna have.
Look at that big, pretty thing. And look at the hook.
That's why you gotta wait after him.
Boy, that is so special. Look at that big dorsal. Woo!
Thank you, Lord.
Proud of you, buddy.
That's a blessing right there. That's a beautiful fish, beautiful water.
Big mouth on that thing.
That's fantastic. You the man.
Proud of you, buddy.
Let's get her back. That's awesome. Fantastic. All right, let's go home.
Take off.
You the man, Bill.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Mako Boats, building legends for over 40 years. Gamakatsu, world's finest hooks. And Motor Guide, trolling motors engineered for anglers. Today's equipment log is brought to you in part by Gamakatsu, because the fish of a lifetime only comes once in a lifetime. Today's show is sponsored in part by Stren, the standard of dependability since 1958. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. And Mystic Lubricants, lubrication domination.
You still see them out there?
Yeah,
They moving or just kind of milling?
they're just milling. Most of the fish we can't see, so we're just got to have a bait out there hoping. Yeah, that, you can see that like little shallow bar they're roaming. Most of them are going to be just on that deep side.
They just roam up and down the bars just looking for feed, right?
These ones do, yeah. Some of them just stay there, but most of these fish roam.
Well, what else have they got to do all day?
Hey Bill, what got you hooked on this place?
I guess the thing that really got me hooked, of all the inshore fish that I've been fortunate enough to catch, snook are by far my favorite. My biggest was around 30, 31, 32 pounds. And the day that I fished with you and our good friend Bob Bagby, you know, with Zevco Quantum, we caught 3 monsters there in a matter of an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I caught that one, he was well over 30.
Right.
You know, close to in the mid 30s, 34, 35 pounds.
For
wouldn't it?
sure.
Huh?
Yeah, definitely 35-pound fish.
And knowing that there's big monsters there, we caught 3 fish in that size class right there, like I say, in a matter of, what, an hour and a half.
Right.
And to catch fish that big, that's world-class snook.
Doesn't get any better.
No, it doesn't get any better. And that's what really turned me on. And then to come back year after year and to be able to catch, you know, to fish all day.
Right.
People fish a lifetime to catch a 30-pound snook.
Yeah.
And to come here, it seems like every time I come here, I'm fortunate enough to fish with you. And when we do go, we catch monster-sized snook. The anticipation of knowing every time you throw that bait, you never know if it's going to be a 10-pounder, a 15-pounder, a 20-pounder, or a 30-pounder. So
Right.
just the sheer power these fish have, and they're hard to catch, and they're a challenge to catch, just makes the snook is just,
It really is.
to me, he's the smallmouth of, you know, inshore, like
Sure.
the smallmouth is of in freshwater.
Right, right.
They're just so special to me.
Hey Bill, the tide's dropping out a lot, and it's pushing the fish away from these mangroves. So it's gonna be kind of slow here for a little bit. Let's go ahead and run over and fish some docks. There should be some snook. There might be some big trout, and just give it a shot in the middle of the day.
That'll work. Got him.
You got him?
Yep. He came this way with it. Around the waist.
Oh, that's a huge trout.
Is that a trout?
That's a huge trout.
I'll tell you what. That is a big trout.
Look how fat it is. I thought for sure you had a snook.
I did too. That is a big, big trout. How much did that trout weigh?
It's probably 8 pounds, close to it.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Big one. Pretty trout. Boy, they get some big trout down here. Whew. Nice.
All right, set it free.
See you around.
The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week is brought to you by Mystic Lubricants and their complete line of JT4 marine products. A full line of products for your full line of pursuits. Visit mysticlube.com today. There's a product called Dyneema that's found in braided line. What is it? Well, Dyneema is a fiber that's considered to be the world's strongest fiber, and the good folks at Strand make their Superline braid with it for strength, toughness, and durability. It's really some fine stuff.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort, and Finnor, legendary tackle since 1933. Closed captioning is provided by Bill Dance Digital. Follow us. Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin's Echo Map series of chart plotter sonar combos. These awesome push-button units provide the clearest scanning sonar images on the water.
I learned a long time ago that you're only as good as the people you work with, and you only perform well if you use the best equipment possible. That's why I've always tried to associate myself with good folks and good stuff. Consider this 225 Pro XS Mercury Optimax that helps me make a living. What can I say about this old gal? She's always dependable, totally reliable, and she's always ready to go when I am.
If you're looking for the latest fishing information and tips, be sure to check out the free Bill Dance mobile app, available for both iOS and Android users.
Are these fish in the river all year?
Yeah, Bill, these fish are in the river all year. They live in here. They're big old fish. A lot of them are past spawning age. So, you know, sometimes they'll push up on the shallow sandbars. Sometimes they're on the flats. Sometimes they're back up in mangroves. So you move around and you fish different habitat. But we can catch them here year round. Oh, Bill, he just thumped it. Oh, yeah. Look at him run! Look at him run!
Look at him take the line. That's what's getting me.
These fish are so fast. God, it never gets old. They don't like cold water, and when it's really cold, they'll move to the deep canals. They'll move to the channels, and they'll move to the inlets. And then when it's nice and warm and beautiful like today, they spread out and they move up on the flats. Makes for great sight fishing, and it's a lot of fun.
You catch them in cold water, don't you?
Yeah, you catch them. It's actually really good. It's just different types of fishing, but it's all within the Indian River Lagoon. They're very old, they're very smart, they've been fished a lot, they're in shallow, clear water. So these fish that we're catching here, they're old fish. They've avoided being caught. They've seen everything thrown at them.
They've been around a long time.
Been around a long time, and so they're very smart.
Like you say, you don't get old being stupid. And,
Right.
So they've been around a long, long time.
Yeah, they figured out how to survive being caught.
Yeah, you don't get old being dumb.
I mean, you think about it, I mean,
Look at me. I'm not. Don't you say it.
Yeah.
Don't you say it.
Oh, come here. Come here, Snook.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful fish. Where'd he go?
Right there.
He was up on that
Man, I
sandbar.
hate when that rubs on their teeth like that, you know?
When he'd
It's like a
get
tarpon.
up on that sandbar, I'd go to him.
Here we go, here we go.
Just bring him right to me. He sees the boat and he doesn't like it.
All right, here we go, B-Paw. Here we go, B-Paw.
Oh. He's going the other way. He's got that big old long head.
Oh, the excitement!
I can't get him. He's under the trolling motor.
Are you ready? Here it comes.
I can't see him.
Okay,
Still can't see him.
we're okay.
He's gone way behind the boat.
There she is.
Aggravating thing. Look at him laying out there on top of the water.
Yeah.
Looks like a plank. All right, you should keep him like that.
Come through, B-Paw.
Keep him coming.
Keep
him coming.
Get him in the net.
Can't get him in the net. Can't get him in it. You just catch him too long.
What kind of net job was that?
I got him. Look at that big thing. Woo.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't that something? It's a big, 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 big fish. Look at you.
That is so cool. That's just a big old river monster fish.
Huh?
Just a sea
That's an
monster.
old timer right there, isn't it?
All
He
yellow.
swim these waters a many a mile.
Very pretty, very
Look
beautiful.
at that big head.
Awesome.
That big pretty dorsal. Look at that. Look at that big fat. Look at that. My hand's a big hand too. You pretty baby, you.
Well, wouldn't you know it? About the time we just started having a ton of fun, we get that dreaded signal saying we're out of showtime for today.
There she goes.
Not to worry, however, because Bill and Peter sure aren't about to leave such fantastic fishing behind this quick. They definitely plan to finish what they came for, so we hope you'll join us right here again next week to see the conclusion of this super big snook trip in You Don't Get Old Being Stupid, Part 2. We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater and learned that you can do this. Please join us right here again next week.